I've been doing some 3D printing again. So what you're looking at here is called a strum. And what it is, it's almost like a little box stroke strainer, which literally you attach your bilge hose to one end, and then this would go on, get stuck here by these two pieces here onto the bottom of your hull. There's a little gap there you can see for water to flow, and then when you suck the water, it will go up these holes and through the pipe and hopefully over the side of the boat. The reason I've 3D printed one of these is I actually did buy one, and I'll show that to you in a minute, but it was a little bit big, so I've been trying to sort of just get this design perfected, and hopefully it'll work on the boat. The other thing I've been doing is, if we just remove those, and I've been printing some various sort of end stopper caps for the hose. So if the strum box doesn't work for some reason, one other solution I've got is to actually have the hose laying flat on the floor with the stopper in the end, and then what we'll do is drill some holes directly into the hose, and that will kind of be its own little strum box. The reason you have those little holes is to stop bits getting into the hose pipe, because if you start getting bits, you know, sticks or moss, stuff like that, then the bilge pump just won't work properly. So there's those two things. And then I've just made these little, they're basically two little circles that are screwed together. And these are just test circles to put along my little horse traveller pole at the back of the boat where the main sheet works. And it's just to stop the fiberglass getting damaged by the little metal ring that swings side to side. So, you know, these will work. I've got another option as well, but I'm going to take all this down with me this week to see if we can make sure we get all that sorted, because I don't want to damage the fiberglass anymore, because I need to repair it as it is. So I've got my soldering iron, and all I've got to do is make sure these go in to the holes in the right way. There we go. I don't even know if they're... I never know which way around these should go. So maybe I should put them this way, because they never quite look seated properly if I do them that way. So I've used them both ways, and I've never had any problems with them. So I'll do one that way and I'll do one this way, and then we'll once and for all have our answer, hopefully. Can be a little bit fiddly just to get started. There we go. That's one done. Can see we are going to need to get rid of the little that's good, and I'll just do the others and we're done. Last job is literally just to screw these together. The screws just go through here. In fact, because I've had to print these sideways, the little holes here aren't quite as clean and clear as they could be, because the 3D printers had to print the little circle on its side. But that's, unless you use support material, then you have to, you know, there's always some kind of, I've done that one earlier, there's always some kind of compromise. I forgot these take Allen key bolts for some reason. And then I'll just get an Allen key. Oh, that's gone through. Okay, so that all we need to now do is screw these together. It's probably not the greatest tool for this job, a little bit overkill. There we go, just so I don't lose all the bits. So we'll just get those screwed together. So I've also got a new anchor for the lugger. The one I got was really for the sea hopper and the mirror dinghy, and it was just too small. So in the last video, you may have seen that I was basically dragging the anchor that I use. So I've basically updated it. So this is now a 4 kilo Danforth. So even though Lake Barla's full of stones, most of the British coastline is mud and sand, and this is probably the best all-round anchor for that. I've got 8mm of chain, 2 meters of that, so that's 6'6", 2 meters of 8mm chain. You probably need 6mm, but I went a little bit over spec. But I've probably got a little bit short. I mean, you can never have too much chain, but I guess, you know, we'll test it and see. I've got 30 meters of rope, so that should really give me a decent amount of anchoring ability when I'm anchoring, you know, near the coast at night. Now this shackle goes there, but really there should be another point further up, so you can you know, break the shackle free. So maybe on a Danforth anchor, if it gets stuck, you see, it then gives you that pivot to lift it there. I don't know, maybe on a Danforth anchor you don't need that. There's definitely not one. I could drill a hole, but I guess the other problem is if you've got the chain attached there, I don't know if you can actually see this, then yeah, if the chain flips, you're going to get the thing around there. So you notice I've shackled it right at the end. There is no way to shackle it further up here to give it that pivot if it gets caught. I think the main reason for that is that the Danforth pivots like this. So if you have a chain here, it's just going to get caught up in it. So yeah, there's a new anchor. We'll give that a test soon. Like I said, Barla's quite stony, so it's not ideal for testing the Danforth, but we'll give it a test anyway, see how it goes. The last thing is we've got in here the new name signs, stickers for the boat. So I'm not going to reveal it now, I'm going to reveal it in the next video, but we've decided on a name. It was crazy long and arduous trying to think of a name, but all I'll say is when we came up with the name, me and my little girl, when we came up with it, we knew it was the right name for this boat, and this is for the Drascombe Lugger. So I'm going to keep this sealed up, and we are going to reveal the name, do all the naming ceremony and everything in the next video. Thanks for watching.